location. Now broadcasting.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open stores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I rolled and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd and leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back with better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too rough for glass jars and dentures. You think you've seen madness? Well, I am the center. I'm only happy in the summer. The winter. Watch out now. Come heavy water. Now, not going under. Oh, not gonna let you go. Oh, pay what you owe. Watch out now. Come heavy water.
Man, my mistake. It's damn, namaste. And Dolly Lama, cause I'm searching for better days. Tijuana, I'm cutting through this with my switchblades to get honest, cause I've learned something from years ahead hunting. If I got something to say, then I'ma say something. The glutton for all these beatings, you're fighting for what I'm loving. If the whole world's throwing up spikes, I keep on trucking, yeah. I ain't got time for y'all to get your heads right. I'll find some rope, and you can go and hang tight. It's getting dark as midnight.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dolphins' versatile running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But, yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Landover. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Escapes a defender. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw left side, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So a tough spot now. This is third. From the gun, it's Daniels. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Sending a receiver left. They're going for it. He bats it forward on a quick touch pass. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He's on the move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Wilson on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. A-Chan punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They motion the slot man right. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 on the play. Doesn't help a ton because they're still left with 3rd and 15. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Now he starts from the 6. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go.
Right up the gut. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Daniels to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that.
Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Here we go, set.
Again, Daniels to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And he's encouraged out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Dolphins looking at 2nd and 1. A-Chain again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Commanders nothing. Jason Jason Sanders to kick off warm-up.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Daniels on first down. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Chop Robinson. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Complete. It's McLaurin. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shut up.
Daniels now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Shut up. Go.
Daniels back to throw. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Groupie sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Right, ready to send this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
2nd and 10 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Ross off the play fake. Buying some time right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's halftime here in this Halloween contest. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, in AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting Jags out in front. Jalen Warren, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Keaton Mitchell, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's able to drive up past the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Let's go double count right here, double count. What?
2nd and 6 now. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a handoff to Achane. Into the 2nd level past the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they
one right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete out to the right side. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Daniels. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got a man left. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Working inside the red zone. Pass it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game. Right, ready to send this one away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old they're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Russ setting to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On first down, it's Wilson. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Second down carry for Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. A run now with Achane. And he goes down a little short of the 40. He gets him 4, but it's going to be 4th down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
To the Dolphins, readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. With the big guys up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Achane gets a first down and more. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry-up here. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. He's on, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now
3rd and long for Daniels. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll stick with Achane. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Achane again on 2nd. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Achane takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 10. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one's complete right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out.
Yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah, run up on Big Glow, you won't, I bet you. flow. Big carbon hit like Mayweather. Tula come through and bow up. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back in coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. About no more features. I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week. About no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her. You better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail. On the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
Say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Do you believe in love at first sight? Should I walk on by again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen. She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say
She
less.
said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Say less.
The moment you walking, you let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
Say less.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win.
drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Now what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of rubber that'll get with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros.
Do
like
you really
that.
wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me,
Ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. Yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's